Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's so good to see you guys again. I wanted to make a video today about one of the facials that I've been doing lately, which is really nice. Just to kind of give you guys like a backstory, so last year because of COVID, we obviously had to wear masks, like like everywhere else in the world. And for some reason, my skin didn't do so well with the mask, and so I started getting like a lot of, I don't know if it's acne or some type of like bacteria. I don't know, that my skin just did not do well with the masks. And so I got a bunch of like little red spots all over my face right here, a little bit up here, but it was really bad. Like, like it felt like it was burning is how bad it was. And so towards the end of the year, I was finally able to make a doctor's appointment. And at the beginning of this year, actually, I got some type of cream for my face, and then went to a dermatologist, and I got some medication for it. And it's going down a little bit more, but it's still prevalent, and it obviously flares up when I have to wear my mask. And so last week when I went to California, we have to wear a mask when we're in a plane, and so I did get a pretty bad outbreak, which I'm trying to handle now. So hopefully it'll go away little by little, but so it's just something that I have to deal with. But because of that, I used to do a lot of facials like before then. Like I used to do sugar and honey and all yogurt, all types of stuff I put on my face, and it worked. It made my skin soft, and but I put a whole bunch of stuff in my face. I even did a steam face. I know some people do that, but because of my skin infection, I just kind of stopped all that, especially the steam, because the heat makes my face flare up even more. So I don't do the steam facials anymore. So what worked for me, and I'll share you guys the link below. I was just kind of researching what works best. And so I found this really good facial that I've been doing, and it works amazing for my skin. So if you have issues like I do and a little hesitant, this would be the one I would recommend using it. Basically, it's so simple. This is why I love it. What I do is I just grab a bowl, and then you just put ice cubes. You can put as many. I don't. You can put as many as you want. Like, it doesn't really matter how many. And then you just put water and just kind of wait until most of the ice melts, and then you put your face in it. I would say about 5 to 10 seconds. And I always like to do it at a counter so I can lean on it, so that way I don't get dizzy. For some reason, putting my head down and then coming up makes me a little dizzy, so that's why I always like to do it like where there's a counter, so it's a little bit better. So that helps. And also, because you're putting your face in water, I also recommend doing it like, out in the living room where there's people around you, or if your roommates, doing it around your roommates. And it may look a little funny, but it works. And I think it's just would be better just to have it, doing it, when there's people around, just for safety reasons. But it works amazing. Let me tell you why. So the puffiness, like around my eyes, especially here, like it went down significantly. It also calmed my face, and it made me relax the muscles of my face. And then the redness, it didn't go away, but it just kind of like soothed out a little bit. And that's what is more important for me. It's just like the redness of like the little dots that I have just kind of simmering down a little bit, and that was like amazing. So I definitely recommend you guys doing a facial like that. One, it's super easy, and two, it's very low maintenance. And I would just recommend doing that once or twice a week, or every once in a while. Like, do it one day and then skipping it, doing 3 days. And then you put your face in the water about 10 to 15 times. I would probably say, some people say about a minute, but I don't know. I don't I can't count. So I just kind of put in there and then come out, and just make sure I get like the freshness of the water on my face, and it just works just so good. So definitely recommend that. And another tip that I want to share with you guys today. So I was getting ready the other day to go out. I went to dinner with some friends last night, and One of the things that I recently started doing, I didn't used to before, but so I live in a very hot climate, so we're always using flip flops. So basically, what I would recommend when you're getting together, or sorry, when you're getting ready, to make sure you always start with your feet first and then kind of work your way up. And the reason for that is just like I feel like your feet are always like the last thing that you kind of like remember. I know there's a lot of getting ready, but I feel like the feet are just not mentioned as much. So what I do as soon as I get out of the shower, I use a Vaseline. Now Vaseline works really well. So here's mine. As you can see, it's kind of used up. And any Vaseline works really. Like any type of gel works, or any type of brand basically. And what I do is I just put just like a little dab, like on my heel, because that's where I would used to get a lot of crackling in that area. And especially if you're wearing flip flops or any type of high heel that's going to show your heel, um, it's 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 going to be pretty evident that it's dry, and you don't want dry feet. And so I usually start put just a little dab on the back, not too much because sometimes it can be a little slippery when you put your shoes on, and then just a little bit on the front of the feet. And then once I do that, then I just take a hand sanitizer to take away some of like the film that's left or the residue that's left on the Vaseline on your hands, because that's when I start doing all my makeup and I don't want to feel like I have Vaseline on my fingers when I'm doing my makeup. So I've seen that hand sanitizer is the best way to get rid of that Vaseline film on your fingers. Um, so I would definitely recommend that. And also, something funny that I thought, like especially when starting, like why I think it's so important to always like take care of your feet, is like if you guys watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, there's one part of the show where it's Kenya and Portia, and they're having like a conversation, and they're obviously not getting along, and so Kenya just kind of ups and leaves, and Portia's like, okay, I guess you're leaving, and and then Portia, and then as Kenya's kind of walking out, Portia sees like her feet, and she starts saying, "Oh, your feet, yeah. Bye, Ashy. Bye, Ashy." And Portia starts calling Kenya, and so I always remember that. I'm like, I don't want my feet ashy. So that's just one thing to always remember. Just remember, bye, Ashy. Bye, Ashy. So it's just something funny that I thought the other day. So I definitely just, when you're getting ready, just always start with your feet first. Make sure they're moisturized. Make sure that they're, if you need to clip some nails or, whatever. I know a lot of people get pedicures. I'm a little hesitant about pedicures, just because I haven't had the best experience with them. But if you get them, you always kind of have to do the upkeep on that. So start with your feet first, moisturize them, and then just kind of work your way up, and then you'll be good to go. So that's pretty much the video for today. Thank you guys so much for visiting me and my channel. I also remember my website, styleswithtanya.org. Definitely check that out, and I'll put the link down below. Also check out my Instagram. I went to California last week and it was so much fun. I ate so many delicious foods. Like, I'm so sad I came back, but I had to come back. But yeah, definitely check that out, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!